Since its release in July 2020, Ghost of Tsushima has impressed players and critics worldwide. Despite being an incredible game, there are many other titles in the market that share notable similarities with it. Each of them brings something unique to the table, whether it's in the narrative, gameplay, or setting. So if you enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima, stay tuned because today I bring you 10 amazing games that every Ghost of Tsushima fan should play now. So subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Like a Dragon Ishin remake is a game that has captured the hearts of many players who are passionate about action and adventure games. This game, similar to the acclaimed Ghost of Tsushima, offers players a rich experience in terms of story, combat, and exploration, establishing itself as a must-play title for those who enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima. The setting of Like a Dragon Ishin remake is one of its strongest points. Just like Ghost of Tsushima, Ishin transports players to feudal Japan, a historical period that is both fascinating and unforgiving. Every element of the game, from the visual art to the music, works together to create an immersive atmosphere that will captivate players from the start. If you're one of those players who was fascinated by the samurai adventure of Ghost of Tsushima, I have a game suggestion that might interest you: Middle-earth: Shadow of War. This action-adventure game is a gem that will certainly captivate Ghost of Tsushima fans. The first thing any player will notice in Middle-earth: Shadow of War is the magic of the world that surrounds it. This game, set in the universe of The Lord of the Rings, transports players to a fantastic land filled with mythical creatures, ancient cities, and stunning landscapes. While it is a different world from the feudal Japan of Ghost of Tsushima, the magical and adventurous atmosphere of Shadow of War will certainly appeal to fans of the Sucker Punch game.
Many thanks. Come back here.
For lovers of the acclaimed Ghost of Tsushima, a game that has captivated countless players with its engaging story and intense combat, I present Nioh 2. This title, with its refined combat mechanics, captivating story, and Japanese setting, is a choice that will certainly please Ghost of Tsushima fans. Both games are set in Japan but in different eras, providing players with a glimpse into Japanese history and culture. While Ghost of Tsushima is set in feudal Japan in the late 13th century, Nioh 2 takes us to the turbulent Sengoku period of the late 16th century. In both games, players can expect full immersion in a richly detailed world that reflects the time period. The narrative of Nioh 2, like Ghost of Tsushima, is complex and full of twists and turns, providing a deeply engaging gaming experience. Onimusha Warlords is a title that holds a special place in the hearts of many video game enthusiasts. Released at a time when action-adventure games were beginning to gain greater complexity and depth, it managed to establish itself as an important milestone in the genre. For those who appreciated the experience offered by Ghost of Tsushima, Onimusha Warlords may very well be a fitting choice. Both games share a strong theme of honor and duty. In Onimusha Warlords, the player takes on the role of Samano Tsukikichi, a samurai dedicated to protecting Princess Yuki. Similarly, in Ghost of Tsushima, the protagonist, Jin Sakai, is on a personal quest to protect his homeland from the Mongol invasion. These themes of honor and duty, present in both games, resonate strongly with players, creating an emotional connection and investment in the game's narrative.
Princess Yuki.
The similarity between Rise of the Rōnin and Ghost of Tsushima is not just superficial. Just like Ghost of Tsushima, captured the hearts of players with its authentic representation of feudal Japan and its thrilling story of honor and sacrifice. Rise of the Rōnin follows the same approach, offering a portrayal of samurai culture and the internal conflicts that a Rōnin faces. However, Rise of the Rōnin is not just a copy of Ghost of Tsushima. It stands out on its own merits thanks to a series of unique features that differentiate it and make it a unique gaming experience. For example, the game's combat mechanics are extremely detailed and challenging, requiring players to master a variety of combat techniques and strategies to survive in the brutal world of the Rōnin. If you're like me, since you finished Ghost of Tsushima, you've been wandering aimlessly, not knowing what to play. After all, what can match the thrill of sneaking through the reeds, ready to deliver the fatal blow to an unsuspecting enemy? What game could replicate the joy of riding through open plains with the wind blowing? The answer, my friends, is Samurai Warriors 5. This game is a true delight for all of us hungry for more samurai action. The action, my friends, is where Samurai Warriors 5 truly shines. The gameplay is fast, fluid, and visceral, making you feel like a true samurai. And with a variety of weapons and abilities at your disposal, you will never run out of new ways to defeat your enemies. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, developed by From Software and released in 2019, brings players a gaming experience that, while sharing the samurai universe of Ghost of Tsushima, presents a unique perspective. The game takes place in the late 16th century, in a Japan devastated by conflicts and invasions. Here, players take on the role of Sekiro, a disfigured and disgraced warrior who is on a dangerous mission to rescue his master and seek revenge on his archenemy. The gameplay of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice differs significantly from Ghost of Tsushima. While Ghost of Tsushima is an open-world game with various side missions and the freedom to explore the island of Tsushima, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice features a more closed world with a greater focus on linear progression. Despite this, both games share attention to historical and cultural detail of the samurai period, as well as a precise and challenging combat system. For those who fell in love with Ghost of Tsushima, the search for a game that can provide a similar experience can be a challenge. However, I believe that the answer to this search lies in Stellar Blade. This action-packed adventure title offers a well-crafted narrative, a semi-open world to explore, and a combat system that will please Ghost of Tsushima fans. Stellar Blade is a game that borrows much of the essence of Ghost of Tsushima, but brings a fresh approach. While Ghost of Tsushima takes us to the beautiful island of Tsushima during the first Mongol invasion, Stellar Blade transports us to a fantastic realm filled with mysteries and dangers. Still, the respect for culture, the graphic detail, and the refined combat mechanics are elements that both games share. Trek to Yomi, developed by the talented team at Leonard Menciari and Flying Wild Hog, is an experience that promises to take players on an epic journey through feudal Japan. The game tells the story of Hiroki, a young samurai who is sworn to protect his village against the forces of evil. The game's dark atmosphere, combined with stylized black and white graphics, creates a unique gaming experience that stands out in the current landscape of video games. Similar to Ghost of Tsushima, Trek to Yomi offers players an immersive experience that combines tactical combat, exploration, and RPG elements. The use of the sword is essential for survival, and players will have to master a variety of combat techniques to face formidable opponents. The challenging gameplay requires strategy and precision, requiring players to think quickly and adapt to different combat situations. Long Fallen Dynasty is a game that combines elements of action and adventure with a rich story that unfolds in the context of a fallen dynasty. The game features a rich and detailed world that players can freely explore, encountering distinct characters and facing exciting challenges along the way. The game shines especially in its representation of culture and history. Just like Ghost of Tsushima, Long Fallen Dynasty delves deep into the culture and history of its setting, providing players with an authentic and engaging experience. Every aspect of the game, from character design to the soundtrack, is meticulously crafted to reflect the era and place in which it takes place.
So cocky.
Did you really enjoy Ghost of Tsushima? Have you played any of these games? Tell me everything in the comments because I want to know. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like to help the channel grow. I'll be signing off for now. Take care and see you next time.
Making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone and that includes you.